Thank you so much, Mr. Bhaskar. Now I request Honorable Minister, Mr. Nara Lokesh, to kindly address the gathering.
Now that Bhaskar ji has set the context, I don't think I have much to say then. From Andhra Pradesh's perspective, we are a late entrant into electronics manufacturing ecosystem. Between 14 and 19, we've had our first shot at it, and the ecosystem outside Tirupati Airport, if you look at EMC1, EMC2 was our first attempt. Last 5 years, we've had a sort of a speed breaker. It's merely a bump, but now we've reactivated our entire approach to attract our partners, of course, who are sitting on the dais and who are off the dais, to come reinvest and re-engage with our state. As the minister in charge of attracting investments in the electronics sectors, our approach is a bit different. I call it the importance of a vertical and horizontal integration. Now, what do I mean by vertical? It's about getting each and every component manufacturer of your ecosystem into a cluster. I don't necessarily agree in our country's approach of doing different components in different parts of the country. While this might serve a purpose, maybe for a decade or two, but if India has to take a position over the next century, I believe that the cluster approach is very, very important. A great example of it is a mobile phone. The screen, the camera lens, the module, the lithium-ion battery, the haptic engine, the whole 9 yards, the casing that goes around it, the chassis, I believe should be manufactured not more than 100 kilometers radius. That's a bit ambitious, I understand, but that is the approach I believe, and that is the approach that Andhra Pradesh government is taking. So if you look at it across every sector, now I've named only electronics. Yesterday I was in Delhi, we said we're going to do a glass city. That's the approach we want to take there. We want to take this similar approach with compressed biogas, with data city here in Visakhapatnam. So that's what I call vertical. Now horizontal is where I come in, my other hat. I have two hats. I call it the India hat and Bharat hat. India hat is IT and electronics, Bharat hat is education. So my education hat clearly states that I need to work with the industry. I need to understand what your requirements are, not today, not 5 years from now. What is the industry looking 10 years from now? And what is the role that Andhra Pradesh can play in it? From a bachelor's program to a master's program to a research to testing equipment to certification equipment. See, a great example of this is I met the Blue Star leadership in Bombay. All of you will be surprised to know that close to 60% of India's air conditioning is coming out of Andhra Pradesh. And recently we've signed on expansions and a new company, LG, which is going to invest, which has already started its construction. At the end of it, we'll have 70% of air conditioning manufacturing coming out of Andhra Pradesh. But the question that they asked me is, it's great, but if I have to get my heat pump certified, I need to send my engineer, my heat pump, to a different part of the globe, and it costs us north of about 2 crore rupees. Why is it that you're not thinking about even getting the certification ecosystem into this cluster? So that is what I call is the horizontal. Only when the vertical and horizontal tight integration happens in an ecosystem and in a cluster, only then will this entire ecosystem survive the test of time. So that has been our approach as a state. As Bhaskar ji has already shared, needless to say, ease of doing business is the past, speed of doing business is our cornerstone. All of you, I'm sure, would have seen our ads, our campaign. We stand for speed and we are here to deliver. By no means are we perfect. We are also learning. We are understanding this journey and we're going to do it together. As Bhaskar ji already shared, quite a few of the things we are solving over a WhatsApp message. We are being very proactive rather than reactive as a state government, but then we are here to learn. And my only request to all the titans of the industry on the dais, off the dais, please give me your Rolodex. Well, Rolodex is outdated. Please give me your Google contacts. I think that's the approach we need, so that I can go get the entire ecosystem. It could be the Chittoor node or the Kadapa Koparthi node or the drone city that we're building out in Kurnool. Your Rolodex is very, very valuable. Definitely your word goes a long way. Once you put in the word, rest assured, we will close the deal. I keep telling my team, ABC, always be closing. So we approach it with that attitude. And needless to say, if you look at it, I'm a young minister. I'm supported by a very young IAS officer. And we are here to only deliver. And our vision is very clear. My chief minister's vision is very clear. We have to attract $1 trillion worth of investment across sectors to the great state of Andhra Pradesh. And I believe the journey's just started. And with your support, we can make it happen. We can make Andhra Pradesh proud. And we can make India proud. Thank you very much and Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. May I now request Mr. Bhaskar Katamaneni to interact with the investors and take the session forward, please.